Okay, so let's just implement this. Okay, so let's just implement this scenario, this example. So I'm gonna say name is equal to John Johnson, and then we're gonna use all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then let's just implement this full method. Okay. So please open up your Python shell new file, and let's say name. Okay, so let's say name is equal to, this is variable name, and this variable is pointing to an object, John Johnson, of class string, John Johnson. And then let's say print this John. You can say, okay, there's two ways to use the method count, and then you can create another variable. Let's say count underscore substring. Initially is a 0, and then this count the substring is basically counting number of substrings, like occurrences of substring, right? This is variable, and then you say name dot count the OH, right? Or you can just simply say, if you don't want to use the variable name, you can use what? You can use John Johnson dot count, and then OH. Same thing. The result is going to be same, but this time instead of using this string John Johnson directly, I want to use this variable name. So the name dot count, right? And then I'll say print count sub. So how many occurrences? So basically, I'd like to know how many occurrences of OH, right? The number of occurrences substring OH in the string John Johnson. So let's just run this module. Then I'll say string method. Okay, so 2, right? So 2, because OH here, and then OH. Okay, so, and then I want to find the index, so I'll say the index is equal to, initially is a 0, and index is equal to name dot find OH, and then print I'll say index colon and then comma index, right? And this one I'll say the count colon space. Okay, good. So this OH, right? The lowest index where the OH starts is here, O, right? OH. So it's gonna be 0, and then this is 1. So the index, lowest index is 1. So we should print 1. And the next one is start read, right? So I'll just say start so this is Boolean variable, so I'll just start Boolean, and initially I'll just say false. We don't really need to have initial value, so I'll just start Boolean is equal to John Johnson start read. Let's say start read. Okay, starts, okay, S read John. So I have to say start S, make sure that you put the S, start with, then I'll say John. If this is the case, if John Johnson start with lowercase John, then it's going to return false, otherwise, return true, otherwise it's going to return, this method is going to return what? Return false, right? Oops, edit, undo. Okay, so print, I'll say boolean value returned, and then comma, start boolean. Okay, and then the last one is upper. So it said John Johnson, they're all uppercase letters. Yes, then it's going to return true. Otherwise, it's going to return false. This upper function is upper. So I'll say upper boolean value is equal to name dot what? Well, actually is upper. Oops. Name dot is upper, right? In this case, there's no argument, no input argument. And then print boolean value returned is colon. Okay, so I'll just say uppercase. For the uppercase is what? Upper boolean. Okay, so this one, upper boolean. So this is going to be either true or false. Same thing. The start boolean is going to be, the value is going to be either true or false. So let's just run this. Oops, the 16 upper boolean is not defined, so that means I made a mistake. Upper boolean. Oh, see, I said upper bool and then I said upper boolean. No wonder. So let's take a look at the error message. Error message says name upper boolean is not defined. Of course, it's not defined because I only use what I have just created upper bool, not the boolean. So upper bool, right? Now let's just run this. Okay. So it's 2 and 1 and then false and false, right? It's uppercase. So, this is like a one example that that I show you basically how to use these method associated with the string. Okay, so I really highly recommend. You should try other method. Okay. By the way, you don't have to really memorize all this method. This is open book test and open book quiz. But at least you should know how to use each method. And then I want you to try this, all the method. Okay. So let me end my lecture here.